best men, friends since school. Thank you.
Louder!
Louder!
Louder! Shammi, louder!
One of Rick's best men and friend from school.
Hold on.
Louder, Shammi!
Who's this?
Sit back down. He could be quiet here.
I'm Dharmesh, the worst man, and the one Rikesh didn't want speaking tonight.
Okay, so let me start off by saying a big thank you. Sorry, is this better?
Yeah.
Okay, let me start off by saying a big thank you to both sets of parents for making this day happen. I'm sure you'll agree with me, it looks beautiful. Now, I've known Rick for almost, say about 20 years. That does make me sound a bit old, but you know. About 20 years now, we went to school together and went to college, so I thought I knew him pretty well.
You're right there, Gandhi.
But it wasn't until we lived together during our uni days that I realised his biggest hate in life.
Yeah, he hates housework with a passion. He really hates it.
So where does this hate stem from? Well, you have to hoover the house.
You have to clean the room.
You have to wipe the table.
You have to wash your clothes.
You have to clean the kitchen and do the dishes.
But for Rick, that's not even the worst part.
His biggest problem is that in 6 months' time, you'll have to do it all over again. But we had a good understanding and split everything down the middle. It was my job to get the takeout, Rick's job to get the beer. I vacuumed, Rick dusted, I cleaned the bathroom, and Rick cleaned the kitchen. And I'm not joking, when Rick cleaned the kitchen floor, you could really eat off that floor. Literally, there was loads of stuff still there.
Now, for those of you that haven't known Rick a long time, it's a good thing his stag was a couple of months ago, because his hair hasn't always been this short. Underneath that hat you saw earlier, there was completely shaved off. This guy's Danger over there, who's one of the guys on the stag. I'm sure you'll be able to figure out who they were. The guys in the stag in a second. But his head wasn't the only place that had some hair removed. You can see a wax strip over there. Ishi, I'm sure you'll figure out later where that came from. But to be honest, I think the lads on the stag did Ishi a bit of a favour, cutting his hair so much so, because he does actually look a bit like the brown Alan Carr. There you go. Chatty man. Given his resemblance to Alan Carr.
Who's Alan Carr?
Rick found it increasingly difficult to give the girls the impression he was straight and therefore interested. But tricks like this never seem to work out. So imagine the shock when I got.
Who's that guy, Rick? Who is that?
Imagine the shock I got when he told me he was engaged.
To an actual woman as well. Right, you're right. You ready? It's straight.
I'll only be a minute, sorry.
Neck in the nuts.
Right, you could have bear with me. I've only been jotting down my speech, I'll probably say, for the last 10 minutes and 16 years. As I've known Rick for such a long time, I think I know him very well and what will make him a good husband. Now, for example, I can tell you about his nicknames. Pisshead. Oh. That's a good idea, is it? No. Okay, I'll take that out. Right, you have to work with me. Alright, I'll take off Slick Rick, Stonehenge. Alright, I think I'll leave the nicknames alone for a second, and I'll just tell you about a story when we went to Ibiza. After an awesome night out in Amnesia, which is in Ibiza, we tried to call it a night. Well, I say a night, it was about 7 in the morning by this point. And as I was about to head home, Rick said, no, I don't want to go home, I want to carry on partying. We were just about to jump in a cab, and all of a sudden Rick's made friends with a random.
Don't worry, Ishi. It was just some bloke, actually. You may want to worry, actually, looking at these pictures. Anyway, so they both jumped into the cab and say they want to head down to the beach. They headed to the beach, and for once, as the less inebriated one, I said to Rix, let's just go home, mate. And he just would not listen to reason. So, you know, with his new friend, he headed off to the beach, and that's where we saw him. Anyway, so the next day, the lads on the trip were getting a bit worried about him and thinking, you know, where has this guy gone to? And so it was getting about 5 o'clock in the evening, and Rix was like not turning up, and all of a sudden we had a knock on the door, and it was the police. They said Rix had been caught skinny dipping. I'm only joking, that was the truth. It was actually Rix himself, to be honest, and he was looking an absolute mess. So we asked him, what have you been doing? He goes, I don't have a clue, to be honest, I fell asleep on the beach. And I was like, oh my god. Alright, so at that point he pulled off his glasses, and I tell you what, he looked like a panda, because he had his white eyes and like all black all over. Anyway, so Rix, with these stories, you hear them all your life, there's always a moral and something to adhere to going forward, and that's listen to always who someone's right, and the missus is always right.
When it came to finding a wife, Rick couldn't have been luckier. Although Rick keeps on reminding me in football, it's just all skill, not luck, Sham. Ishi is a fantastic person. I've known her for a little while, and I'm sure that you'll agree that she looks stunning today. Ishi works in recruitment, so she has the added bonus of being familiar with what makes a great catch. Or should I say husband. I mean, Rick has some great qualities. He's funny.
He's funny looking.
He's special.
He's special needs. He still can't tell the difference between the left and right. She messed up the rings early.
He has a good sense of fashion.
For a gay chat show host.
But in all seriousness, Rick is a great guy. Rick's a great guy, and we're honoured to call him one of our closest friends.
Okay, well, we know Rix will make a good husband, to be honest, but Rix, to make a perfect husband, you just need to remember these 3 phrases.
Yes, dear. Of course I'd rather go shopping than watch football.
Yes, dear. I get a headache.
You're beautiful, dear, and I love you, dear. Trust us 3, we're married, and they will get you out of a multitude of problems. If they don't work, if you can't master them, a good pair of earplugs will do the trick. Well, in all seriousness, you know, both of you today, it's been an awesome day. You both look great. I just want to congratulate yourselves on this amazing day and the journey ahead.
Yeah, just to reiterate that, Rick and Ishi, you're both amazing. I don't think I can expect to find a more happier couple together. And I'd just like to take this opportunity for everyone to join me in saying congratulations to Rick and Ishi. Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding and raise your glasses to the bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. Palmer.
Mr. and Mrs. Palmer.